how do you handle that sort of adversity? Because with trading, for example, and any high performance sport, the secret to success, if you will, is being able to handle the pressure, right? To be calm under that pressure. And how do you do that then? How do you handle sort of being in front of a crowd, breaking your hand in the middle of a fight, but staying calm and sticking to a game plan? How did you do that?
I think as an amateur, I boxed in quite big arenas or crowds. Once I went for the ABAs, I'd done that tournament. I went away to America. I went abroad a few times for England, and I think that all helped. When I turned professional, I started getting my confidence a little better. The pressures were always there, but I'd always tell myself, I've put the time in training. I treat it like a spar. Everything that you've done, you're going to do it here. And as much as you tell yourself, you still have them butterflies, them nerves of not doing what you want to do.
Of course.
Letting people down again. And it always used to come back to that for me. Everybody has their own way, I think, of dealing with these situations. But I think it's all about confidence and believing in yourself and knowing what you've done preparing.
Yeah, in the preparation.
As being right. If you've slacked in your preparation, that's going to really affect it in a big way. If you're not mentally strong enough, that can affect it. But I think a lot of people do get affected when people are watching and there's a big crowd.
Of course.
And others are the opposite. They thrive on it and it helps. And I think I started enjoying the tension. I started enjoying being in the center, or the crowd there, the noise. And it helped me take me to another level, I think.
Yeah. Was it almost as if like it just put you into a different state of mind when inside that ring?
I've told people a lot of times that you're getting to, once you get into the arena, you hear all the noise, you get into the ring, everything blacks out. You hear a little bit of a noise, you hear the certain people that you listen to, like your trainer, my brother, a couple of other people that used to shout. I could hear them through the whole of that crowd, and the lights were still there, but the ring in itself was like all quiet, and it's just me and him. And sometimes you can see everything coming and be prepared in a sense, not slow motion, but in a sense a bit like a slow motion movie. And
do you think that comes down to that, as you said, like that preparation?
Yeah, definitely. I think the more.
Would you ever have like a process of like, sort of envisioning how you want the fight to go?
I think a lot of the time I used to do that, yes. It never actually goes the way you plan. Because they've got their ideas of what they want to do. But there's certain things that work out similar, and it helps in a big way, yeah. And sometimes I'd prepare myself for adversity or a cut or a hand and think, if this happens, how am I going to deal with it?
Okay.
So I was already had that mindset, and then it helped when it did actually happen. I moved and boxed and kept him away, or if the hand was hurting, I'd move her and use the other hand, or switch stance and use the other hand. So we had a few little plans, and luckily each time it kind of helped and worked out okay.
Definitely. So it's kind of like just preparing for any scenario.
Yeah, I think it's all preparing for each scenario, being aware of all the situations that can arise, and more so, I think it's all in your mind again. Back to that where we said earlier, being mentally strong, and I think near the end I started getting quite mentally strong, where I believed in myself. I believed any situation happens, I can deal with it, and I had a broken rib once. I dealt with it, and it was painful, and it's just hard to explain to people how you can deal with them kind of situations, broken hand. But when you have that kind of mindset and don't allow it to bother you as much, you block things out. The pain is there, but you can deal with it in a funny way, and in some way find a way to get away with it.
Definitely. Well, when you box at that high level in any sort of high performance sport, you have to be willing to obviously put in more pain and endure more pain, and to put in more work than the majority of people do in their lifetime. And, I like to talk about the Marines a lot, for example, because they go through their challenges to train as a Marine. They put themselves through the worst kind of things, but to build a different type of being, right? Different type of mindset.
That's so true.
And, with yourself, obviously, what sort of advice or can you speak on, should I say, that, you know, going through all that training, that hardship, like how have you realized that you can actually handle pain? You know, like most people might hear, oh, you broke your hand, how can you even use it?
I think everybody is different. Some people could never deal with anything. They think, oh, these people are crazy. You know, there's something wrong with them.
Yeah.
And I think in any kind of sport or any kind of thing you do in life, you have to be a little bit crazy. And it's all about how much passion you have for that activity, that sport, that whatever you love.
Yeah.
If you love it, if you're passionate about it, I think that helps in a big way. And I think in time, as you keep preparing, as you get more experience in whatever you're doing, I think that helps in a big way as well. And you learn to deal with whatever situation comes.
Yeah.
Again, we'll come back to it's all about believing in yourself, believing in what you're doing, what you're thinking is right. That helps in a big way. Preparation in anything you're doing, again, that builds your confidence, and then it comes back to them two, three things: confidence, believing in yourself, and preparing right.
So all that starts within.
That all starts within, and having the right people around you. As well.
Yeah.
Having the right people around you, because if you've got the right people supporting you, the right people there when you need them, that's a massive thing, because you're always gonna have ups and downs. When you're down and there's nobody there for you, it's the worst feeling. When you're down, you have somebody there. Just put an arm around your shoulder, hold your hand, just tell you it's going to be okay. Little things that can be priceless. That's unbelievable. You know, that can really lift you, keep you positive. Otherwise, you know, there's so many boxers I've seen, because I'm in boxing, obviously, I relate to that, that have had a bad experience and they've quit.